So, I currently have Forever Luna 3 and unang-una kasi pikon ako. I know, sorry. Wait lang. One thing I do to keep my phone productive. Hello lovely human, welcome back, and if you are new here, I am Rizza and I talk about business, my imperfect zero waste life, and skincare. For today's video, I will be sharing with you how I set up my phone to make it as distraction-free and as productive as possible. So today, I will be talking about the apps I use, kung paano ko ba siya ginagamit for productivity. I will also show you how I organize my apps, and the tips and tricks I do to stay productive all the time. Well, not all the time technically, but as productive as possible. So I currently have an iPhone 12 Pro Max in, I don't know, gold, rose gold, I'm not sure. And for our phone case, actually ito, yung mga stickers na to, ang cute no? Stickers are from WHIM Manila, pero etong silicone na lalagyan is from Shopee. I just got it around 45 pesos each lang yata. Tapos nilagyan ko na lang ng stickers. And then I actually have several of these silicone phone cases. Tapos pinapalit-palitan ko na lang siya ng sticker. Tita tipid hack. For my phone screen, I got it from Pinterest. I don't know. This is just the colorway of my life. Beiges, whites, peach, and stuff. And it's sunrise or sunset. I'm not sure. Wala lang. It relaxes me. This photo just relaxes me. Let's go right into the video. Marami tayong i-discuss. I-discussion talaga. Marami akong i-share na apps and tips and tricks for you. So, let's go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and scoot right over here para makita nyo yung screen recording natin dito. Makita nyo rin occasionally si Bagnet dito sa part na to dahil naglalakad-lakad siya dyan. So, let me just go ahead and screen record my phone. So, how do I set up my phone for productivity? So, as a busy woman, I want to make sure that I use my phone as a tool, not to distract me. Well, I still do get distracted sometimes. A lot of times, who are we kidding? Pero, I want to make sure na it's distraction-free as possible. Na hindi ko siya kukunin just to use social media and stuff na hindi ko naman kailangan for work. So, number one thing I do to keep my phone productive, put it on do not disturb mode. Etong moon na to. So, it turns off all the notifications for my phone. Naka-silent din siya. But I can accept calls for everyone. Kasi, I just think that if anything is urgent, people will call me. And if not, if mahihintay naman nila yung message and yung reply ko, they won't even call in the first place. So, yun. Ako kasi sobrang bilis kong ma-distract before na tipong lagi akong nakatingin sa phone ko kung sinong nag-text, kung sinong nag-email, sinong nag-message, sinong nag-reply sa Instagram, sinong nag-reply sa Facebook, etc. etc. And it's just not really helping me at all to stay productive. So that's number one. Number two is I turn off all notifications. So on my phone, here, ito sa general settings, I turn off all notifications except for a couple of apps. Ang tinira ko lang na may notification ako is Messenger, Viber, DingTalk, Messages, and yeah, yun lang. Kasi, I don't use messaging dahil for tropa-tropa lang, leisure and stuff. I use messages for work. So, kapag kailangan nila ako and available akong tumingin ng mga messages ko, doon ko lang siya tinitingnan. And madalas din, nasa laptop din ako almost all of the time. So, doon ko na lang din tinitingnan yung mga messages ko, not on my phone. Unless I'm out for bank or errands or, yeah, super important stuff. Or super important lakads. Kasi wala akong access sa laptop ko. Kaya sa phone lang ako nakatingin. Yeah, I also turn off all my notifications for my sanity because for some reason, kapag nag-ding, ding, 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 or vibrate, and if my phone keeps on vibrating, I get really so distracted and talagang sobrang, minsan, kinakate na akong tumingin sa phone ko. Yeah, I don't know, but that's just me. I hate seeing yung mga red things on these icons, katulad nito. Eto, wala akong choice for Messenger kasi kailangan ko talaga siyang makita. On messages here, as you can see on my screen recording. Pero kailangan ko talaga siyang ilagay dahil just to remind me na kailangan ko rin siyang tignan. Third thing that I do not have on my phone is games. I know, sorry. Sorry po sa mga gamer friends and gamer viewers right here. But, unang-una kasi pikon ako. Pikon ako sa games. For some reason, I don't really like it. It stresses me out. Instead of calming me down, instead of distracting me from life, you know, it stresses me out. So, bakit pa ako maglalagay sa telepono ng something na masistress din naman ako? Diba? I just don't have it ever since. I mean, I tried playing other games on my phone, but it's just not productive for me. It's just not for me, I think. Fourth thing on my phone is nag-set ako ng time limit for my phone. Meron akong screen time and ang downtime ko for my phone is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. So, I cannot access any app from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. from my phone except for Messenger. Yeah, except for Messenger kasi, I don't know, ba't nga ba? I think I should turn it off as well. And even though naka-time limit ako sa phone and naka-do not disturb siya, yun nga, matatawagan pa rin ako just in case meron lang emergency na if anyone needs me. And for most of my social media, I try to access them. Keyword is try. I try to access them on my laptop. So, all of my Instagram messages, sa laptop ako nagre-reply. All of my TikTok comments and mentions, that's also where I reply and like and stuff. YouTube, laptop din. Gmail, laptop din. So yeah, that's actually how I set up my phone for productivity. And now let me go ahead and walk you through how I actually set up my phone. For my phone, I currently have my widgets, and what I use here is number one widget is Shopify. So this is where I see all our sales from the website and for outbound sales. Ayan, nakalagay dito yung for TALAALA, WHIM, Ambush, LANA, and MINK. And then I also have my calendar with me. Nandito siya sa widget ko. Just so I can see kung ano na ba yung next kong gagawin. Next widget is Money Manager. This is where I encode all my business expense. So there, I just tap it para ma-add yung expense ko for the day. So because it's actually really good. It's a great habit for you to be able to track your expenses, whether in business or personal. Kasi at least alam mo kung saan napupunta yung pera mo, kung saan mo ba dapat, kunwari nauubusan ka ng budget, kung saan mo ba kailangang mag-cut, ano ba, food delivery services ba, or too much shopping. So, yeah. And I also have a widget of Streaks. Streaks is an app where it's a habit tracker. That's what I use to track my habits. Tapos, yan, nilalagay ko lang dito. Kung kunwari nakapag-yoga ko or move. So, I tap it. Then, meditation. Then, medicine. Skincare. Reading. And stuff. So, yan. So, that's my widget. That's the widget part of my phone. And then, when you swipe, this is the part of my phone na for yung lagi ko talagang ginagamit every single day. On the upper part of my phone is another widget. It's a widget for Todoist. I love Todoist. This is what I use for my everyday tasks. It's an app as well that can be synced on my phone, on my laptop, on my watch, and sa iPad. So, it's very convenient for me. I actually like having apps na synced across all my devices para hindi na hassle, hindi na ako titingin-tingin sa kung saan-saan. So, that's Todoist. On the left side is my to-do list for the day. So, yeah, number one, download TikTok scheduler because I found this app. I read it somewhere na pwede ka palang mag-schedule ng TikTok videos. So, balitaan ko kayo kung kamusta yon. And number 2 is edit a video kasi meron akong vlog. Although, andito si Hans helping me out right now to edit my sit-down videos, I would like to still edit my vlogs myself. Tapos, on the right side is an add task button. It's an add task widget for Todoist as well. Parang kapag kunwari may naisip ako na, shucks, kailangan ko pa palang, for example, isend tong video na to right now kay Hans. Naisip ko siya. So, isang tap lang siya, then, mapupunta na siya sa today. So, I'll put send video to Hans. There. So, that's it. And then, for the first app is Forest. This is one of my favorite apps of all time. This made me so productive kasi it's a productivity tool or app that I use na, hindi mo magagamit yung telepono mo for kung anong time mo siya sinet. So, for example, pag tinap mo tong plant for 15 minutes, hindi mo magagalaw yung phone mo for 15 minutes. And that just pushes me to just do my work, be into deep work on my laptop, or kunwari nasa meeting ako na hindi distraction-free yung phone ko, hindi ko kukunin yung phone ko para tignan yung kung ano-ano man na nasa telepono ko. So, yeah, that's it. Spotify, we all know Spotify. Notion, I love putting my Notion here, and ang nakabukas sa kanya is yung 2021 manifesto ko. Kasi if you have been following me for a while now, I have manifesto. So manifesto is what I claim from the universe for this year. So kapag pinanghihinaan ako ng loob, I just go ahead and tap on Notion and read my manifesto for the year. Another one is Google Keep. Nakwento ko na to sa inyo if you follow me on TikTok, I create bite-sized content there for productivity, business, and habits, and maraming bagnet videos. Ayun. Hashtag shameless plug. So, yan. Follow nyo din ako sa TikTok. Anyway, going back to Google Keep. So, as I mentioned on TikTok, Google Keep is my information bucket. Para siyang, alam nyo yung kapag kunwari may naisip kang idea, tas kukunin mo yung post-it, kukuha ka ng post-it, tas isusulat mo siya, and then for some reason, mawawala na lang siya. Yung post-it na yon, and nandun yung importanteng business idea mo. So, to eliminate that, yung mga ganong nawawalaan ka ng post-it, what I do is, I have an information bucket. So, that's what Google Keep is for me. Next app is Blinkist. I love this app as well. It helps me read books kasi nakasummarize siya as in bite-sized content lang. So, you can read a summary of the books na in 5 to 10 minutes. So, pwedeng audio, pwede mo rin siyang basahin. So, what I like about Blinkist is that before ako fully commit sa isang libro, pwede kong basahin yung 5 to 10 minute summary muna niya dito sa Blinkist. And that's when I decide if I'll buy the book or I'll read and commit sa entire book na yun. So, diba? It's super efficient. Kasi I've always had madalas nangyari sa akin na, parang maganda yung libro. Kapag binili ko na, parang, halfway, parang, ayoko na pala. So, sayang, diba? So, that's what Blinkist does to me. Tas, minsan, ito rin yung ginagamit ko. For example, I'm cleaning the house or doing a boring chore, aka paghugas ng pinggan. Ito din yung pinapakinggan ko. So, it's like an audiobook na summary ng lahat ng books. So, photos, we all know photos. Ecosia is what I use. Alternative siya for Chrome and Safari for me kasi after a couple of searches or after a certain number of searches, Ecosia will be planting a tree on my behalf. Yun. So, ayan, nakalagay dito. Yan na, trees planted with Ecosia. So, yeah, it's just a simple switch to be able to help Mama Earth. So, Skillshare, this is also one of my favorite apps of all time kasi it has high quality content. Because for me, I really like to learn. Parang, ang hilig ko magbasa, ang hilig kong manood ng mga e-course. and matuto in general. So this is the app I use. Kasi ang dami rin ang dami mo ring matututunan. Drawing, self-care, productivity, as in super vast. Photography, videography, ang daming how-tos. It's like a YouTube na high quality yung content. And then, ito, phone, messages, messenger, we all know that. So, ito namang on the lower right of the phone is the lounge. So, I enrolled in this masterclass by Sofia Amoruso called Business Class. And it's so cool kasi merong sariling app. Parang meron siyang social platform. It's called The Lounge. So, this is how it looks like. So, lahat ng mga naka-enroll sa business class, may access dito. So, exclusive access lang talaga siya. Tapos, ang galing-galing kasi, so, this is actually what I alternate. Ito yung ginawa kong alternative for my social media apps. Like, for example, for Instagram, for Facebook, etc. So, ayan, makikita mo dito, entrepreneurs all around the world. Ayan, pwede ka rin mag-message, may mga activities, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's just so cool. So, instead of me just hopping on Instagram, scrolling endlessly there, pupunta na lang ako sa either sa lounge, manonood ako ng Skillshare video, or read something on Blinkist. So, yun nga, parang I distract myself productively. It's a productive distraction. Ayan. So, on the next slide. Wow, next slide. On my next, ano bang tawag dito? On my next slide, sige, sabihin lang natin, on the next slide of apps. Ayan. Nakalagay din dito ulit yung Money Manager, just in case, wala lang. Gusto ko lang siyang i-remind sarili ko na to always encode my expenses. And then here, yung mga apps dito, quickly discuss ko lang. IDMSS is the app for the CCTV cameras across all our offices. So we currently have 3 offices now. And I wanna make sure na for safety din, and yeah, for checking everything. So that's the app IDMSS Plus. DingTalk is kasi iba-ibang supplier, iba-ibang messaging platforms din. So DingTalk is what we use for Lazada, for our Lazada account manager. Viber is what we use for a couple of suppliers. Discord is what we use to communicate with our team. WhatsApp is what I use for a couple of suppliers as well. Next is Todoist. I mentioned that a while ago. Gmail is for my emails. And mapapansin nyo rin dito, marami rin kasi akong emails. And I turned it off on the settings, on the notification settings. Kaya makikita nyo dito, kaya wala kayong makikitang red na number. Kasi sobrang anal ko talaga about notifications and gusto ko talaga zero siya as much as possible. And for some reason, dati, nung araw, when my phone still has control over me, feeling ko tick or mannerism ko na siya na i-refresh yung Gmail ko for some reason. And it's not healthy. I could be doing something else with that time I used to refresh my phone. Settings, ayan. Shopify, alam nyo na rin. Money Lover is the app I use for my personal expenses. So, guys, if you have your own business, please go ahead and separate everything. So, separate bank accounts, separate expense sheet, para at least alam nyo kung sino ba yung mas magastos, ikaw o yung business mo. Pero kidding aside, you need to be on top of things when it comes to finances for your personal and business. It's just healthy that way. So, I also have another money manager. This is what I use for the expenses naman ng company ni Josh, yung logistics company niya. Banks, wala naman masyadong ganap dito. So, this is just the banks I use. So, BPI, BDO, Money Manager, GCash, Union Bank, ING, Paymaya, M2, UPH, Wallet. I don't use this so much. Coins is for a couple of Bitcoins. PayPal, Union Bank, and CIMB Bank. So, Chrome, alam nyo na rin yan. Ito, Google Authenticator. Hindi ko, kung if you follow me on Instagram, merong time na nahack yung Instagram ng Lana. And sobrang naloka talaga ako. And you know what I didn't do? Is that I did not set up two-factor authentication across my social media. And guys, professional and personal advice, please set up your 2FAs sa lahat ng platforms nyo. Huwag nyo na akong gayahin na sa scramble kung sinong kakilala na pwedeng ibalik ang Instagram ng Lana. So, good thing that day, nabalik din yung access sa amin ng Instagram ng Lana. So, please, I highly recommend you open or set up your 2FAs. Kailangan na kailangan nyo siya. So, that's what Google Authenticator is for. It generates 2FAs for your platform. Okay, I only have 3 trays. Kanina slides, ngayon trays. And then I categorize every single one of them. Kasi ayoko kasing cluttered yung telepono ko with all these apps. Kasi yun nga, I want it to be as distraction-free and as productive as possible. So, I put it in app drawers. So, productivity, di ko naman masyado din ginagamit halos to lahat. So, fitness is for my Apple Watch. iBooks, hindi ko rin masyadong ginagamit. Google Calendar, nandito siya kasi meron naman akong widget kanina na sinet up. Mail, Sheets, Drive, Home, Notes. I used to use Notes a lot, pero ngayon hindi na masyado dahil I have Todoist, I have Notion, I have Google Keep. There. The usual Apple stuff you see. And then for business, I also put ito yung Lazada Seller Center. This is the app for Lazada sellers where you can see your business insights, kung magkano nabenta mo for the day, ways. I don't use this anymore because who needs ways right now? Stocks for the stock market. Zoom, hindi ko rin to masyadong ginagamit on my phone, but just in case, kailanganin ko na nagda-drive ako if I'm in errands and I need to hop on a call or meeting, this is when I use it. So, Giga Life is for smart. Google Slides, Yahoo Mail, I don't use it that much. PLDT Smart for my bill. Docs, Google Meet, mas nagagamit ko to sa phone kasi wala siyang limit. And then for the photo and video, Google Photos, di ko na to masyadong ginagamit. Camera Connect is when I wanna use my phone as a remote for my camera. Yun yung kapag mga selfie timer or mga photos na parang mga selfies na malayo ako sa camera. Para hindi na ako pupunta, babalik. So, Planoly, I have mentioned this way back as well. Planoly is what I use to schedule my social media posts for Instagram. And gusto ko siya kasi makikita mo na yung preview mo. Mapipreview mo na yung itsura ng feed mo kapag mag-up na siya. Or i-upload mo na. Ganyan. So, camera do. Motives video is what I use. This is an app for an external mic I use on my phone. It's called Shure MV88 Plus. Let me check. Yeah, this one. And it allows me to have pretty audio on my videos when I use my phone. Motive audio, yan. Ito din, HBO Go, Visco Cam. I rarely use this, by the way. Hindi na ako masyadong nagvi-Visco. Apple TV, Canon Print for a wireless camera printer I used to use. Delete ko na to. Next is Lightroom. This is also where I sometimes edit my photos. Netflix. Alam nyo na yan. Voice memos. For recorder, Canva, alam nyo na rin yan. Now, for social. I have Pinterest, alam nyo na rin yan. YouTube Studio. So, YouTube Studio is where I access my YouTube comments, analytics, and stuff. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Clubhouse. So, Clubhouse is a social app na audio siya. Natutuwa din ako dito recently kasi ang dami ring mga business people na gumagamit nito, and it's just fun to listen to them. It's like a podcast na very conversational, na pwede kang mag-hop in on groups, within groups, in Clubhouse para mapakinggan mo yung mga insights nila. Andito din si Elon Musk, Sophia Amoruso, and other business people I follow. And iba-ibang topics din actually, not just for business. So, meron din skincare, merong Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, etc. Finance, self-care tips, etc. So, Threads. Threads is what I use for stories, Instagram stories, without the frill. So, ang ginagawa ng Threads is you can just post stories without seeing the stories of other people. Kasi diba usually, when you post stories, madidistract ka na rin na panoorin yung mga stories ng iba hanggang sa 2 hours ka nang nasa Instagram. So, yeah. Threads strips off everything. Ang pwede mo lang magawa is makapag-post ng stories. That's it. Yun lang. Wala kang makikitang iba. Di mo makikita yung feed mo. Di mo makikita yung feed ng iba. FaceTime, Kumu. Kumu is an app I have yet to explore. Careers and shops, alam nyo na rin to. But this is what I have right now. For travel, alam nyo na rin to lahat. Ito, for self-love. Self-love. I have a self-love app drawer. Foreo is an app I use to control my cleaning devices. I currently have Foreo Luna 3 and Foreo Mini Bear. Let me know in the comments kung gusto nyo ba ng reviews for that. Okay, I'll make one for you. So, Bloom is an app I use for meditation as well, and alternate ko siya with Calm. Although I use Calm so much more. Mas favorite ko yung Calm. And then, Consulta MD is a telemedicine app na I have yet to explore. Kasi, yeah, balitaan ko kayo kung kamusta to. So, Stay Safe is an app I use to, yung, alam mo yung for every pasok ng mall, instead of you writing down your thing or your details for contact tracing, ito na yung ginagamit ng ibang malls. So, yeah, that's it. And then, Flow is what I use for my menstrual cycle. It's an app that predicts your menstrual cycle. And when you swipe to the left, you will see the app library, which I do not know how to use, by the way. Hindi ko alam kung paano yun ginagamit. So, let's just have it as it is. So yeah, that's how I set up my phone for productivity and to make it as distraction-free as possible. I hope you learned a thing or two today. Let me know in the comments kung ano yung mga apps na gagamitin nyo. And please go ahead, if you have a favorite app, palagay din sa comment section kung ano yung mga apps na ginagamit nyo na wala sa listahan ko. So, I can maybe check that out as well. Let's share gems. So, that's about it for this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Let me know in the comments if you have other video suggestions. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!